Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am here with an upset stomach because I made my decision final. Some of you might remember that a week ago, actually, at the time that I'm recording this, I uploaded a video with some issues that I was going through with moving companies, specifically International Van Lines, Coach USA, somebody called Roy's Moving that I have no clue how they were even involved in my move, and then Ready, Set, Go. Nightmare experience. I will say not as nightmarish as some of the reviews that I have read, and I'll be following up on that. When I uploaded my video, I sent it to 3 of the people that I was going back and forth with about these issues that had to do with questioning if they ever rented a U-Haul as my shuttle or if I just paid for a fake rental. I'm going to send you to that video. I'll try to put a little card up in the corner, one of these corners, and if you want to stop right now, you can go watch that and then come back, or if you want to just go watch it after, it will also be on the end screen of this video and in the description. I got to remember all that. What I do is when I edit, I take notes as to what I just told you, so I'll remember to do that after. I was dealing with this issue. I wasn't getting any response. I got plenty of replies, but nothing that answered my question. So I decided to do a video, and I let them know that I did the video. I sent everybody involved the link to the video. And then I got a call from someone named Deja, like deja vu, but spelled differently, from International Van Lines. And I've been dealing with her for about a week. The very next day after I uploaded that video, I took it down because I was offered some money to keep my mouth shut. And one part of me was like, at least I'll recoup some of this because I deserve it. But the other part of me was like, I can't be bought. I just can't. You know, it just doesn't feel right. Here's how it doesn't feel right. That deal they made with me wasn't to benefit me. It wasn't to make me happy customer. It wasn't because they felt bad and they wanted me to be compensated for the bullshit I went through. It was for me to be quiet so they could benefit, because I wasn't going to be able to mention their names ever again. And maybe in another video, I'll read the gag order to you guys. It was too much and it just made me feel sick to my stomach. First of all, I do YouTube for a living. So, you know, what if somebody has an ice cream shop and they make a deal with someone and they take some money and then they never can sell chocolate ice cream again? That's part of the deal. It's an ice cream shop. What if you really regret that you can never sell chocolate ice cream, you know? And, you know, I'm on YouTube. I told my story because I wanted to tell my story. And I'm going to take money now to not be able to talk about it? That doesn't make sense to me at all. I wanted my story to benefit others, right? For real. I wasn't doing it to piss off International Van Lines. I never even expected to ever get a call from them. To me, it was done. It was over. And I just wanted to let Brittany and Melissa know that I couldn't get anywhere with them. So I'm going to talk about this. You know, it would have been easy for them to give me the answer that I wanted, but they didn't. So I wanted to benefit others. Share my story. Maybe it will help someone else. I wasn't doing it to benefit myself in the form of payment for keeping my mouth shut. So I don't like the reasons why they offered me the money. So I certainly didn't like any reason I could come up with for taking the money. I slept on it. First I told her there was no way I could sign that first gag order because it sounded like I couldn't even file a claim for damages. So she said she would change that. And she did send me another agreement, which I did not read. Didn't even bother reading that. I got that before the weekend. That's how sure I was that I wasn't signing anything. And, but I wanted to sleep on it. You know, part of me was like, am I really going to want to talk about this some more? Just take the money and shut up. In a month from now, I'm not going to care that I'm not talking about this, maybe. I don't know. But it just didn't feel good. It made me sick to my stomach. But now I'm still a little sick to my stomach because it's just all so much. Nobody should have to work this hard at feeling good about moving. It's just awful across the board. So here's what they offered me. They told me I couldn't tell you if I signed the deal, but I never signed the deal. First of all, my issue was with a U-Haul rental. It was $444 to shuttle my furniture. Because Brittany and Melissa could never provide proof for me, or just didn't provide proof for me, I wanted the $444. I just kept insisting with Brittany and Melissa. One works for International Van Lines. The other one is for Coach USA, moving and shipping. I was like, look, if you can't provide proof that that U-Haul was really rented and that they didn't just drive up from Maine in that U-Haul, then I want my money back. You need to provide proof that they rented a U-Haul on that day and returned it on that day, or I want my money back. And they always just kept coming back with things like, the 18-wheeler wouldn't fit in your apartment complex. You absolutely needed a shuttle. I'm like, yes, I know. If the truck was too big, I needed a shuttle. But I'm trying to say that I don't think the truck was too big. I think they came in the smaller truck. Just go watch that video. That was $444. Deja agreed to refund that to me for my trouble. There was nothing attached to that, as far as I can remember. Then she said, we also want to offer you something else for your time. And I know I said in a previous video that I couldn't tell you the amount, but that it was, you know, it was a good chunk of money. I don't think so now that I think of it. It's not for the trouble I've gone through all this time. She said, we're going to offer you $1,000 to not mention us anymore. And, you know, and she went on and on and on about, you know, you can keep your video up. You just have to edit it to take out the names, but I could keep the video up. I myself decided I was taking it down. I made it private so I can put it back up. It's back up now. And, you know, I told her I can't edit and because it wouldn't upload in the same location. You can't do that on YouTube. So I said, I'll take it down. And I had no problem with that. You know, do I regret it a little bit? A little bit, because it's the, you know, the first few days that video generates the most money. But I think I'll be okay. I think some of you will go watch it and it will generate some money. Again, I'm not doing it for that. I'm just doing it because I want my story out there. That's why I recorded the video in the first place. So the amount was $1,000 on top of my $444. And you know, at first I thought, that's a nice little payday for, you know, the week or so that I spent going back and forth. And I thought, you know, that at least will cover a new washer and dryer. But because they broke mine, one so bad that the dryer, they hauled it off for me. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know, like I said, $1,000 isn't all that much, really, when you think of it. If they want somebody to be quiet, they got to pay more than that. I don't really care what they would have offered me. I felt sick to my stomach every time I decided I'm just going to sign. Because there were times that I would decide that, and I'd say, I'm just going to sign, just going to sleep on it one more night. And, you know, minutes later, I'm like, I can't sign that. I just can't, because it makes me mad that instead of them trying to do better, they're just trying to shut the people up who are unhappy. And there are many unhappy people. And the reason that Deja gave me that I'm not to talk about the amount of money is because they don't want others to know how much others got, because it could give them ideas. Those aren't her exact words, but that's what I was getting from what she was saying. So, like, if they offer somebody else just $200, they might just take it, thinking, wow, I'm going to get $200 just to not talk about this, you know? And And to most people, they don't have a platform like I do. So the money means actually a little bit less to me, because if I really was after the money, I can make way more money than $1,000 talking about this stuff, you know? So it's like, I don't know. It was just hard to do. And I actually even felt a little bit bad because I feel like I led her on. Didn't they lead me on right from the get-go that they were going to be my moving company? Oh my God. So, and they weren't, and it changed hands so many times. So I did say to her, though, I know at least a couple of times that I'm going to read the agreement. You know, I'm just going to read the agreement. I read the first paragraph, and it was all about the not being able to file a claim and not being able to talk about this, and you know, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. And even the first one I didn't fully read. I read up until I was like, this is a no-go, and I told her, you know, I can't sign that. And then she said she made changes to allow me to file a claim for the damages with the insurance company for the move. And I didn't read that one. I just didn't read it. And that was, like I said, probably 3, 4, 5 days ago from the time I'm recording this. I knew in my heart that I wasn't taking the deal. So I didn't. I hope that was the right choice. To me it is, because now I am going to be able to talk about them. I would be passionate about digging into stuff like this. I've always had that kind of like detective thing inside me, and it's very interesting to me to uncover shit. And I'm telling you, there's still shit to uncover with this company. And the whole moving industry, something should be changed about that, because I still have a car story that you're going to hear. And this whole moving bullshit, and the fact that they're willing to pay people off, who does she think I can really cause damage to? Does she really think that my audience is going to break them if I say to you guys that, explain the trouble I had with them? Does it really matter? I don't know. And they have YouTube videos, International Van Lines. I don't think it's all spelled out. I'd have to go back and look. And, I saw a couple reviews. Of course, it's on their channel. Of course, they're going to put only a good review there. But they have a lot of nightmare reviews. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Please go watch the first video. And moving forward, I'm going to be naming names and disclosing things, It's all the truth. They can come after me if they want to. It's the truth, everything I'm saying. And I do have a lot of evidence to back things up. And I just don't like that any company would dangle money in front of someone and say, we'll give you this, but you have to do this, 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 and this for us. I don't like that. Because for many people, that money means a lot to them. And they really, might not have the choice if they can't afford another washer and dryer or whatever, and they just need that money now. So it's really a way of playing with people instead of being better. Just do a better fucking job. I don't know. I still don't believe that a U-Haul was rented. They did provide some proof. I don't buy it. I mean, and I might be, overboard, but I still have reasons to believe that there are red flags with that also. I didn't dig into it as much because I knew, I'm just, deciding on what I'm going to do. So I can probably look into that a little deeper now. I think that they just get info from other companies, the ones that they passed me on to, and they're just satisfied. And so they don't check into things. I don't know. It's just all a fucking shit show. It really is. Very interesting to me, though. I hope that you guys are a little bit interested. I mean, it's not like all my channel is going to be about, but I will talk about this more because I feel like I earned the right to talk about it from, what I've been going through and how I've been trying really hard to just get them to even say the right thing. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please go watch my other video, pretty please. I would appreciate it very much. Bye.